So I was going to film this video yesterday, which was Monday. Today's Tuesday, because after the video I posted on Friday, I didn't necessarily think, I just didn't necessarily feel comfortable, I guess, jumping into like the other stuff that I had pre-recorded. I think I've got like 4 other videos right now that I've pre-filmed that I'm going to be posting at some point over the next few weeks. But on Monday when I went to go post the one that I went to go post, I was like, it just doesn't feel right to sort of like jump into something where it sort of seems like nothing's wrong. So yesterday I wanted to film sort of just like a recap, or not like a recap, but like follow-up. Because I wanted to talk about a few more things, I wanted to say a few things, but I have this whole like process when I film videos. Like, I need to shower, I need to put on makeup, I need to do this and that, and then by the time like all that stuff is ready to be done, Oliver needed to go down for a nap, but I was exhausted, so I slept with him, so I didn't. So yesterday I washed my hair, but then I fell asleep and it air dried, and this is after it air drying and like a night of sleeping on it. So I also, the only thing, you know, all I did today was brush my teeth and change my shirt. The other shirt that I had on had spaghetti sauce on it. You know, I've been touching my face all day, I'm broken out, I'm really red, I'm like puffy, but like honestly, it's just like, I mean, you guys know I'm super real and I just keep it realistic, and I have to stop doing this whole like everything needs to be perfect thing, or like in my head these are like the perfect scenarios for me to like sit down and film a video, but whatever. Anyway, so yeah, I was gonna film it yesterday. Yeah, I'm filming it today. I'm hopefully gonna get it edited and up while Oliver takes a nap today, because the next video I'm gonna post is Thursday, which is my Beauty Heroes thing. I think I've been okayed to post it Thursday afternoon, so that's the next thing that I have to edit and work on. So I just sort of felt like I needed to follow up to my Friday video before I started posting, you know, other stuff. So first of all, thank you guys. Every time I post one of those, the response I get is always overwhelming, and I don't know why. It still surprises me. Like, you guys are literally the best. You literally appreciate me and understand me, and I can never thank you guys enough, because I feel like I don't have enough of that in like my real life, like my personal life. And it always surprises me when you guys are as understanding and as supportive as you are. I don't know why. It always is. But thank you guys. I've read every single one of your comments, your emails, your DMs, your messages. A few that I text with regularly have texted me. I have had an overwhelming weekend, so I have read everything. I haven't responded. I will get to them in time. I also wanted to address this thing that's been happening, is missing comments. I noticed 2 comments got deleted from my channel. Or that video. I don't know if you guys deleted them yourself or if YouTube is still just deleting stuff. I can't control it. So if you have left a comment on any of my videos and you notice it's gone, I promise you I did not delete it. I read it and then it disappeared. I can't do anything about it. YouTube won't do anything about it. So if you have commented and it's missing, I promise you I have not deleted your comment, and I'm so sorry that that keeps happening. It's a misunderstanding, it's a glitchy thing that YouTube does, I don't know. But for the comments that are still there, I will be responding when it's not so overwhelming for me. Like, honestly, just reading them, and then I had to like sit and just not think about anything because I was so overwhelmed. So that's the first thing, was just basically thank you guys for just being so fantastic. I guess my thing is I don't feel that I deserve that, which I think is part of my problem. I'm like, all the personal stuff that I'm dealing with is, I don't feel like I deserve anything. I mean, I don't feel, I'm very hard on myself in a lot of ways about a lot of things, and you know, feeling deserving of, like, my kids out here too. We're playing today. I mean, this is like what we're doing, so it's after work. We came outside. My cats are out here. Hopefully they haven't run away. I'm in a shady spot. Anyway, I don't feel deserving of that stuff, you know, if you know, like, I don't take compliments well. When someone tells me that I'm pretty or beautiful or any, I don't know how to handle that because I'm not used to it. I don't know that I've talked about this too much, but maybe I have. I'm no stranger to bullying. I sort of alluded to that in my last video, but I've been bullied pretty much my entire life. I think it started in about 5th or 6th grade and went on into college, into adulthood. I'm no stranger to it, and I don't know if it's my personality. I don't know if it's I'm just an easy target, but I'm not a stranger to bullying. It's something that I have dealt with my whole life, and I think that's probably why I feel the way about myself that I do, is because of all these comments I've had to fend off my whole life about being ugly, about being, you know, boring, things like that. I've had to deal with that stuff my whole life, and it still affects me because I still believe that stuff about myself, and it's hard for me to look in the mirror and feel any differently because of, you know, years and years and years of being told you're a certain way. You believe it. So yeah, compliments make me extremely uncomfortable. They still do. I'm 32 years old. I don't think I'll ever get over that. I'm trying to think of what else I can address. I was gonna go in like a certain order for like the things that I talked about in that video, but since well, I mean, I guess I can. So thank you. Let's talk about the blogging thing a little bit, because I did sort of want to address that again. I got a lot of comments from you guys saying that that resonated with you, the stuff that I was talking about, it being just like a constant marketing push, that it's not really about, you know, showing what you love anymore. It's all just about, you know, what can make you money, what can get you a click, whatever. I just want to, I'm an English major and I can't form words. I guess I just want to, I don't know what word I want to use here. It's not reiterate, because I didn't iterate it in the first video, but I guess I just want to make a point of something, is that I don't have a problem with affiliate marketing. I mean, I am an affiliate of a lot of different companies. I don't have a problem with it, definitely not. That's not what I'm saying at all, but I guess what my point is, or that I was trying to make, is that I just have a problem with the way that it's being done now. And I mean, maybe this is just the way that it is, and maybe I'm just the odd man out, and I just have to deal with it, but I just don't like how everything is such a push. It's just like every story, every post is like, click my link's in my bio, swipe up to buy this thing. It's just like everything has just become a way to market something. And I'm not on YouTube or Instagram for those reasons. So it's just like, I get so frustrated when all I see is product marketing after product marketing after product marketing, where it's just like, I come here for realness. I want to see real too, and that's not just constant product pushing is real. Looking for any excuse to market something is not real. It just drives me crazy. And I did get an email, you know, asking if I, you know, I'm not gonna specify from who or whatever, but saying that they felt my frustrations about blogging, or they could sense that I had some frustrations about it, and was I feeling burnt out? I don't know that I'm necessarily feeling burnt out. I just am frustrated, but because I want it to be different than it is really just my whole thing. I just want it to be different. I want it to be real, and I feel like it's becoming so like money centered, and so like this is my job centered, and so like everything has to be perfect and professional centered, you know, like pictures on Instagram, yeah, it's nice to look at pretty pictures, but is a professional picture or a picture taken by a professional photographer in every single post, that's just not real to me, and that's not anything that I'll ever be doing. I take all my own pictures. It's why I don't have any portraits or anything of myself, because I don't have the time or the money to pay for stuff like that. I don't know how bloggers, I mean, I guess they have to be making a decent amount of money, or maybe they work out some sort of deal with photographers, like if you take pictures for me, I'll promote you or something. I don't know, but I mean, I've noticed that in the last year or two, is that all bloggers now are having their pictures professionally taken, and I guess there's nothing necessarily wrong with that. It's just like, I feel like blogging is taking such a different direction than in where I'm going with it. So, I mean, that's, like I said, I don't think there's anything wrong with it necessarily. It's just frustrating to see it from a perspective where that's not what I'm doing. And I just hate to see this become exactly like, you know, like the conventional side of beauty, where it's just constant marketing and product pushing and PR hauls and just all the crap that you see now just over in the conventional side. I never wanted to see green beauty go that way, and it's headed that direction if it's not there already. So yeah, like I said, I don't have a problem with affiliate marketing. I just have a problem with the way that people are going about it now. I mean, like I've told you guys this before. I started my channel 4 years ago, a little more than 4 years ago, and that was like July of 2014. I didn't turn ads on my videos for a year because I wanted to make sure I established myself as, you know, truthful and authentic and honest, and I wanted to, you know, I bought everything myself. I didn't receive any PR, you know, things like that, because I wanted to like establish myself. And then the second year I did turn ads on, but I made no money. I still make no money from ads. It's just, it's kind of ridiculous, the whole, the ad scale. It's just I don't know, but that's a topic for another day. It's just ridiculous, but I make no money from ads. And so I did turn those on anyway, but I make nothing. And then I also, you know, became an affiliate from a few different companies, ones that I worked with regularly already, like Red Apple Lipstick, I think was one of my very first. I'm trying to think of, Red Apple Lipstick was like one of the only ones I had for a while, and then I think that second year was the year I became an ambassador for Beauty Heroes, so that became, I think, sort of my next one. And then, you know, I started to work with more companies after that. But everything that I've done sort of like genuinely, I think, where it's been like over time I've done these things, instead where I'm seeing now it's just like people jump on the bandwagon and immediately apply to be an affiliate to like every brand that they could think of, and then just immediately start throwing, you know, links and pushing product at you. It's like, because that's not the way that I did it. It just feels so like disingenuine to me, you know? So I guess that's where I'm coming from. Is I didn't start my blog and my channel that way, or I don't have a blog. I mean, I sort of have a blog, I'm working on it. But that's not how I started my social media journey, and I just don't like that that's where it's gone. So that was my whole issue with that in that video, was just, I don't like where it's gone. I don't like where I'm being told to click somebody's link every 5 seconds. I don't like that you can't, you know, watch somebody's story without being hawked something. And, you know, brands and companies have stopped working with me because I don't constantly push stuff for them. You know, I worked with a retail shop for a little while that, you know, stopped communicating with me and stopped working with me because I wasn't constantly pushing all their products. And, you know, that's fine. I just think it's, you know, I like working with brands that don't force me to post a certain amount of times, or don't, you know, it's just a more beneficial relationship where I'm not feeling like I constantly have to be doing something, or I'm constantly on stories, or I'm filming 5 videos a week or whatever. Like, I like filming 3 videos a week when I can, but sometimes I can only film 1 a week. Sometimes I can manage 2. Sometimes it's none. You know, it just sort of depends on what's going on in my life. And I feel like there are too many brands now where it's just, they want you to be constant. Like, I've gotten, you know, in some, whoa, kid's gonna spill water everywhere. You know, in some emails that I've gotten, it's been like, to be a brand ambassador for us, you have to post this many times a month and stuff. And it's just like, that's exhausting. I don't have time for that. I post when I feel inspired. I post when I want to tell you guys about stuff. I post when it feels authentic and genuine. I don't post just to post. So that's my whole rant on the beauty community and industry, I guess. And, you know, maybe I should just, you know, unfollow people. I mean, the funny thing is, you know, it sort of like goes back to the bullying thing or whatever, but other bloggers don't like me. I mean, it really should come as no surprise to anybody, but other bloggers don't like me. A lot of them, actually. And it's kind of ridiculous that people say that they're so honest and authentic and whatever, but then when you give them real honesty, they don't like it, and then they just totally stop communicating with you whatever, it's fine. I mean, I just don't think people are actually real. They'll tell you one thing, but they don't actually want that, or they don't actually do the thing that they're telling you that they do. So it's just like, the few blogger friends that I have are the people that I feel are very genuine and authentic to the space, and unfortunately there's a lot more that aren't, I feel like. So, I mean, of course that's my opinion. You're gonna follow who you want to follow. I'll never tell you who I'm talking about, but it's just like, I just think it's ridiculous. But, you know, honesty, it comes at a price, right? Authenticity comes at a price. Telling it like it is, not sugarcoating it, all that comes at a price. So, and I mean, I think, you know, like I said, it goes back to the bullying for me. It's because all I've wanted my whole life is to just feel accepted, to just feel like I'm part of something, or I'm part of a group, or I have friends. Because, you know, the friends that I have in real life now, in my personal life, I have because of YouTube. I've tried so hard with friends that I had like in high school or whatever. I don't even have any friends from college anymore. They sort of dropped off, you know, after college. But like friends that I had from high school, I feel like we don't connect anymore, and I know that we don't because I reach out, I try to, and it just doesn't get reciprocated. So, I mean, I'm just tired. I'm tired of chasing people too. And yeah, but the friends that I have, that I hang out with, that I get to hang out with, I've made because of YouTube and because of vlogging, and those are real and genuine friendships, and I'm thankful for those. And it's sad that so many of them, they don't live here. But I have one friend here that I get to hang out with, you know, at least every couple of months we see each other because, you know, we're both busy. But I'm glad that she makes the time to hang out with me. She puts in the effort as much as I do, and it's nice to have a relationship that's reciprocated, where instead you're reaching out to people and you're making plans, and your plans are constantly being canceled and not rescheduled, or, you know, you feel like you're, you know, the last friend on the totem pole, whatever. It's beside the point. It's just like, I've felt like that my whole life, where I'm not important to anybody. So coming into the community, I wanted to be a part of something, because that's why you know, apart from being, you know, talking about clean beauty and stuff that I'm passionate about, I'm sweating. It's insanely hot out here. I'm trying to get comfortable on this chair. I wanted to be a part of a community because I felt like that's where I belonged. And, you know, over time, I don't belong. I belong less and less because I don't conform to, you know, the beauty industry or the beauty community. I don't do the things that you need to do to be successful. I'm me. And I'm thankful for the people that appreciate that, and the people that don't, I'm sorry that you don't. But thankfully, if you're watching this video, that means that you do appreciate it, and I appreciate you. So I think that's all I want to talk about regarding blogging and the community and like everything that I talked about in my last video. My personal stuff is still a mess. I'm still dealing with it. You know, I got a lot of emails and DMs and comments and stuff about how you feel like you guys have been there too, and you sort of like know where I'm coming from. And, you know, without getting into all of the details, you know, therapy is involved. I'm dealing with this thing as best as I can, and, you know, I'm confused about stuff, and I'm sad about stuff, and I'm I guess, unfortunately or fortunately, I guess it depends how you look at it, I'm not a person that can hide those things very well. I'm very open about what's going on in my life, and that shows on my face, and it shows in my personality, and it shows in everything that I do. I mean, it shows in my appearance today, because this is what I look like 99% of the time, except for the times that I do film a video. I'm, you know, made up or whatever, but this is what I look like all the time. You know, and I work from home, so that contributes a lot to my appearance. If I had to wake up at 5:30 every morning and get ready and go to work, I'd look differently. And maybe if I did if I did establish some sort of routine where I was taking care of myself in that way, it might help. I might just need to start waking up earlier and, you know, not so much putting on like a full face of makeup, but, you know, at least doing my skincare so that way I'm not as inclined to like touch my face. I'm very much a face toucher. I have been my whole life. Like when I'm bored, I touch my face. And it's not even so much like picking at my face, but it's just like, just touching. Like I'm always touching my face. It's just like a nervous tick. I have a few. I bite my thumb, which I haven't done in a while, which is impressive, but usually this part of my thumb is like all destroyed because I bite it when I'm nervous or stressed out or whatever. I bite my cheeks, I touch my face, you know, just nervous habits. So I do want to do more to take care of myself, and my diet has been complete shit the last week because I've been in this place where I just don't care about myself right now. So I've eaten like 2 batches of chocolate chip cookie dough. I've eaten a shit ton of fried food and like things that are making me look the way that I look, puffy and red and inflamed. So I do need to do more things to take care of myself. I do need to exercise. I do need to eat better. I do need to just be doing more to take care of myself. And I think that that will help. I think that that will help. Maybe, I hope that it will help. I mean, it's gonna start to cool down here soon. I'm not a runner, but for some reason I have this desire to start running. I want to run in like the mornings or something, like before anybody in my house wakes up. Just run, go run. You know, and before it gets super hot during the day, and, you know, work in some other exercises and things like that. I bought like a fitness journal today. It's like a year-long fitness journal or something, because I want to make exercise and diet a more important part of my life. I mean, I eat relatively decent now compared to, you know, like the SAD diet, the standard American diet. I don't eat meat, dairy, fish, but I do eat a lot of sugar. I do eat a lot of fried foods. I do eat a lot of carbs. So I just need to be doing more to eat better. And I think that that will help me feel better about myself and just in general. So, so yeah, I mean, there are a lot of things that I want to do to just sort of like take better care of myself. And I know that my iron has been really low. I've been feeling extremely fatigued lately, where that might also be contributing to where I said I was feeling depressed, is that my fatigue has just been so high, low, I don't know. I've been extremely tired. I get tired really quickly, and I think that's contributing to my iron. Like I have an iron issue all the time. It's just how my body is. And I hadn't been consistently taking iron supplements for at least the last year. I'm taking vitamins, like multivitamins, but it's not enough iron. I need a lot of iron. So I did purchase, you know, the iron supplements that I take to fix that, and I'm pumping myself full of iron again. It is helping. I'm feeling a lot less fatigued and tired. So, I mean, that's helping in one aspect. I need to work on the rest of it, the exercise and the diet and the feelings of self-worth, I guess. I just don't feel like I matter. I don't feel like anything that I say makes a difference to anybody. And those are feelings that I've had, you know, they contribute all the way back to all the years of bullying. It's feeling like nobody would care if I lived or died, or it's just like, I don't know, just feeling like my life doesn't mean anything, or like, what am I doing? That all just goes back to that whole lost thing too, like, I don't know. But yeah, so I just wanted to just talk about that a little bit before I just jumped into another video. The video I was gonna post yesterday was a products that went bad video, and when I was watching it back, I was just like, it just doesn't feel right to post this, so yeah, so I wanted to sit out here, and, you know, my kid doesn't get outside enough because it's been so hot. It's warm today, I'm sweating buckets. But tomorrow it's supposed to rain, actually. which will be nice if it does. If it rains, that'll be nice. He's drawing on himself with some chalk right now. I've got the sprinklers going. His little water table is full. He's drawing on himself with chalk. What a weirdo. Oh, now he's drawing on his bike with the chalk. So yeah, I think that's really like the extent of what I want to talk about. I really just need to, I need to focus on me and not so much what everybody else is doing. I just need to just unfollow the people that make me feel anxious about myself, or like make me feel like I have no self-worth, or just make me feel like, you know, the people that I've talked to who have said that they haven't really gotten into the community and who don't have interactions with other bloggers or whatever. You guys are doing it right. Just keep it that way, because there's so much of this, like, I guess like sense of community, but you have to be a specific kind of person to belong in this community, and I just don't, I guess. But I'm here anyway because this is what I like to do, and I just need to focus on the people and the brands that I love and support, and not worry so much. Oh, I guess the other thing I wanted to talk about was my other thing about, like, you know, sponsored posts and reviews and things like that is I do, or maybe this is why this person felt like I was burnt out or whatever, but I do overextend myself in my personal life and in my blogging life. I do take on more projects than I probably should. You know, I've got like a zillion full brand reviews like lined up, and that I need to start testing and like doing things for. And you know, you guys know that my stuff takes me a while. Like, I won't talk about a brand for months until I know for sure how I feel about the products. Like Namari, I tested for 6 months before I filmed that review. Natural Logic, I tested for, oh, losing my camera. Natural Logic, I tested for, you know, 5 months before I filmed or talked about it anywhere. Like, I'm very thorough. And I do overextend myself sometimes. Can you go play? Not near the spider's web. I do overextend myself. I do take on too much. I do agree to too much. Because I do want to do so much. I have this attitude where I want to do, I have a very all or nothing attitude where I want to do everything. And if I'm not doing everything, I feel like it's not enough. So I do. When, you know, like brands reach out to me that I'm genuinely interested in, I do take on too much. And that is a flaw. Would you call that a flaw? I mean, I guess it is. I mean, I'm the same way at work. I agree to too much. I take on too many projects. I let people pile too much on top of me, and I don't say no. I mean, so I guess it is a flaw because I overextend myself and I end up working more than I should, and it ends up stressing me out. And once I got so stressed out, I ended up in the hospital. I mean, this was years and years ago. Before blogging. Was it? I think it was before blogging. I can't remember. It was, I was going to MCC and I was taking Pilates, and Pilates is a class. And I can't remember when that was. I think it might have been 2012. It might have been, I think it was before my blogging days. I don't know. Either way, the stress got to me so much that I ended up in the hospital. So I need to not let myself get to those points, to not get so stressed out or take on so much that I just end up in the hospital again, because I literally thought I was having a heart attack. Like, I had so much pain in like this area of my body, I thought I was having a heart attack. So instead we spent, you know, 5 or 6 hours in the hospital, and they were like, no, you're fine, just stop stressing so much. Like, it's that easy. Like, it's easy to just stop stressing. And that's where I was a couple of weeks ago too when I filmed that video. The stress was just like so high at that point where I was just like out of my mind. So yeah, what's up there? So I can't let myself get to that point, because I know that I'm capable of it. I'm capable of getting to the point where it just becomes too much, and it just becomes a physical thing. But yeah, I I do overextend myself, and I do take on too many projects, and I do agree to too many things. Luckily, the brands that that I work with, most of them, the majority of them are understanding and, you know, don't push for a review like within, you know, weeks or a month or something like that. They're very understanding that I take my time and I review products and test them out for months before I talk about them anywhere, because that's important to me, is you know, not just posting about something within 5 seconds, which I see so much of these days. And you know, I was talking about sponsored posts. I'm not opposed to them. All of the brand reviews that I'm working on, I'm not being paid for a single one of them. I'm not even affiliated with most of them. So I won't be making any money off of a lot of things that I'm talking to you about. But I want to talk to these things. I want to talk about these things. I want to tell you guys about them because there's stuff that I'm excited about. There's stuff that I want you guys to know about. Because that's the whole reason that I do this, is it's just like, I do this because I want to bring cool stuff to you. Stuff that is interesting to me, I want to bring it to you. I want to review stuff for you guys, so that way you can make a decision. You know, I don't review 800 things and tell you that you have to buy them all. I want there to be a lot of content on my channel that people can reference when they're looking for this thing. So I do feel like there are a lot of bloggers out there who are just constantly pushing, like, you need this, you need this, you need this. And then you have, like, as a consumer, you have way more than you need. As a blogger, I have way more than I need, and I'm working on that. I mean, I'm starting like the whole declutter process and like doing top 5 things and getting rid of the stuff that, you know, it does not speak to me as much. But I feel like as consumers, you guys are being constantly pounded with telling you that you need something. You know, click my link, buy this thing, just because it's gonna make me money. And you know, I know that some people have chosen to make blogging their job, and that's fine, but it's a choice. Blogging is a choice. So I do have an issue when bloggers sort of try to guilt trip consumers into clicking their links or whatever, because, you know, saying this is my job, I need to pay the bills. It's a choice. Blogging is a choice. Every job is a choice. If you're not making enough money doing the job that you're doing, you should be looking at other alternatives or other careers. If that was any other job, say it's not blogging. In my career, if I'm not making enough money and I can't support my family, I will be looking for another job. I mean, I don't get paid what I should be getting paid. Let's just say that. I don't get paid what I'm worth, for sure. But I make enough to pay for my bills and to take care of my family. I've got insurance benefits that I wouldn't have at, you know, a retail job or whatever. But every job is a choice. You know, if you're not making the money that you think that you should be making, don't guilt other people into buying stuff just so that way you can pay your bills. Like, that's not, I feel like that's so unfair. I never want to say to you guys, please click my affiliate links because I'm not making enough money. No, I won't ever do that. I know the people who are bloggers, like I said, this is why bloggers don't like me, because I sort of, I just don't have the patience for that stuff, I guess. I can see right through it. And you know, it's great. If you can build, like I think I said this in the video that I deleted. If you can build yourself from the ground up without hawking, without pushing, without, you know, if you can authentically and organically grow your blog and your following without constantly pushing stuff, I mean, all the power to you. If you can make it a full-time job authentically and organically, that's fantastic. But I don't feel like that's not even how it is these days. I think so many people see this as an opportunity to make it a full-time job that they're just immediately pushing stuff, and that's just not, I don't think that's the way to grow your following. I don't think that's the way to gain trust. I don't know. But like I said, I've got a totally different perspective because that's not how I did things. That's still not how I do things. Yeah, I have such a problem with that. I see it a lot, and I can't. I just can't. And I'm sorry if you're a blogger and you're watching this and that offends you, but it just comes off as so inauthentic for me. And I'm sure that other people feel the same way. You know, like the comments that I got, the sentiments from you guys, that you guys can see this stuff too. I know that I'm not alone. So I just wish people were more authentic and real and not so pushy. You know, maybe they think they're being authentic and real, but I don't know. It just comes off such a different way to me. But that's just me. So, you know, I don't know how many other bloggers I'm gonna piss off with this video, but I don't have any blogger friends. I mean, I've got Andy. I mean, okay, I have a decent number of blogger friends, but they're the opposite of the people that I'm talking about. They don't do the things that I'm saying because for them it's about passion and it's about authenticity and it's about not pushing. And I think it may be different because the people that I'm not talking about, you know, don't blog full time. You know, don't say things like blogging is my job. You know, blogging does take a lot of work. I'm not gonna lie about that. I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat that. Blogging is a shit ton of work. Especially in YouTube. YouTube especially. It takes a ton of time to film the video, get all the stuff ready for the things that you're filming. You know, you've been testing for months and you gotta get all your products together and whatever. Then you gotta film the video. Then you gotta edit the video, which can take hours again because depending on how much footage you filmed, you then have to edit it, which means you have to watch yourself at least 2 times all the way through, which means you're sitting there editing. So like the video that I filmed on Friday, that was a 48-minute long video, I ended up watching like 3 times. So that was, what, 5 hours out of my day that I did that. I mean, not all at once. I did it over a couple of days. But that's hours and hours and hours of time it takes to do something. And, you know, from that video, I don't expect to make a single dime because that wasn't that kind of video. But so yeah, blogging does take a ton of work. I mean, then you gotta think about thumbnails. And if you do Instagram too, then you gotta think about Instagram photos. And you gotta think, if you're a blogger, you gotta think about blog shots and writing the content. So yeah, blogging takes a ton of work, but it's also a choice. I choose to sit here and do this basically for free because I love it. And I just think when you sit here and you say you love it, but I expect to be paid, it's not the same. So, I don't know. I'm not burnt out. I'm just frustrated because I come from such a different place that, yeah. Anyway, I like vent. I need to vent sometimes, you know? And I had to get some stuff off my chest. I had to say some stuff. If this offends anybody, I'm sorry, but this is the way that I feel, and I'm entitled to my opinion too. You're entitled to your opinion. You're entitled to think that you should be paid for everything and that everybody should click your links or whatever. You're entitled to that opinion. I'm entitled to think that it's just not real. So, yeah, I don't know. I better go before this becomes an hour long. I think I'm at 35, 40 minutes already, but thank you guys for listening to me ramble and rant. Thank you for being supportive, for continuing to come back week after week. Here, come here. He's been running through the sprinklers. Can you say hi? Wave. There you go. Yeah, the sprinklers. Yeah, you're running through the sprinklers, huh? Look how wet you are. So thank you for your support and your understanding and everything. And if I do take a break, thank you for understanding that that's what I need. And yeah, just thank you just for being you guys. Just thank you. I will see you guys on Thursday for my special Beauty Heroes video. If you're a member, you've gotten some emails by now, and if you're not, you should have seen a few posts over on social media, but I hope that you guys are excited. I'm so excited, and I will see you guys on Thursday. Bye.